Thanks for joining me for this Powernote session on basic navigation of the Powernote. Within this video, we're going to look at some basic navigation and some structure of how the Powernote is laid out. First, we're going to get started by looking at how to make the note itself a full screen view. You'll notice that you have an option when you click on the full screen icon next to the plus add that this can be saved as a preference for all future times when you open a Powernote. In my case, I'm just going to say no, so I still have the ability to start my notes in non-full screen and actually make them full screen if I would choose to do so. You'll notice when in full screen you have more space in the vertical and horizontal aspects to actually work and make edits to your note. If at any point you want to minimize the note back to its normal size, simply go to the upper right hand corner. Next, we're going to look at the table of contents. The table of contents within inside of Powernote is simply a listing of all the sections that are within that note. Not only does it list the section, but each serves as a hyperlink to quickly navigate to that section of the note by clicking on it with your left mouse click. Once we've gotten the note open, the basic structure of every Powernote is broken down into the following components. Paragraphs are the large headings that make up each portion of the note. Within each paragraph, you will find a number of sentences. These are displayed along the left-hand side within the particular paragraph. Sentences contain terms, and terms are areas where you can select to put descriptions that relate to that particular sentence. So for example, in basic information, source of history is a sentence and the terms are self, family member, or spouse. Within the structure of Powernote, you have the ability to select terms by simply left-clicking them. Left-clicking any term will also automatically circle the particular sentence that that term is associated with. If you need to clear a term or a sentence, you simply can either right-click and clear, or in the case of many terms, you can simply click an item 2 times and it will go back to becoming uncircled. When working in Powernote, any item that is left uncircled or that does not contain a strike through will be left out of your final note. So although right now there is a lot of information displayed on the page in the edit mode, most of this information will not be in my final note unless it is selected. Now, as I just demonstrated a moment ago, you'll be able to negate many terms within Powernote as well, and that is simply done by double-clicking on a particular item. So a single click makes it a pertinent positive, and then another click makes it a pertinent negative, and the third click resets the item altogether so that it is not included in the note in any capacity. You also have the ability to expand sentences. Anywhere where you see the 2 blue arrows next to the sentence means that if you were to click on those, you're going to see additional terms expand for that particular sentence. All sentences are defaulted to only 1 line or 2 lines initially, just to help with taking up less space on the screen. But it does give you the ability, as you look through a particular note and you're looking for additional information, you can always click on the blue arrows to expand that area and see what additional terms may be there. If you're able to look through all of the terms even after expanding the 2 arrows and you're not seeing something that you're looking for, you always have the option to use the all caps other to place free text. Free text is available anywhere you see other in all caps, and you'll notice even after it's used, another instance of that occurs in the same sentence. Another option is to use free text for the entire paragraph. You'll see that available at the heading of each paragraph title with Use Free Text. Simply clicking on the term Use Free Text places your cursor underneath that particular paragraph below any information that you may have already selected via the structured information. One final item is to preview your note. You can preview your note in the same way that it would be saved and signed simply by clicking on the little icon in the upper right above the vertical scroll bar. Clicking on that icon removes all of the information that is inside of the template that you have not selected or put in as free text, and shows you what is exactly going to remain on your note as a final note. You simply click on the same icon again to go back into the contributor or edit view, and you're able to resume all of your editing within PowerNote. Thanks for viewing this video on basic navigation of PowerNote. Please check out subsequent videos on pulling in and completing your PowerNote using all of the functionality it provides.